Now we will discuss about atrial fibrillation. The ECG criteria of atrial fibrillation are P absent. P may be replaced by fibrillary FY. Rhythm irregularly irregular. RR interval is irregular. Atrial rate is very high and ventricular rate is less. According to the rate, atrial fibrillation may be of two types. First, atrial fibrillation where heart rate is more than 100 beats per minute, and slow atrial fibrillation where heart rate is less than 100 beats per minute. This is the ECG of atrial fibrillation. Here RR interval is irregular and there is no definite P wave is present. Now, what is atrial fibrillation? It is an arrhythmia where atria beat rapidly, chaotically and ineffectively while the ventricles respond at irregular intervals, producing the characteristic irregularly irregular pulse. What are the types of atrial fibrillation? There are three types of atrial fibrillation. One is paroxysmal atrial fibrillation, discrete self-limiting episodes, persistent that is prolonged episode that can be terminated by electrical or chemical cardioversion, and permanent sinus rhythm cannot be restored. Now, what are the causes of atrial fibrillation? The causes of atrial fibrillation are chronic rheumatic heart disease with valvular lesions, commonly mitral stenosis, coronary artery disease, commonly myocardial infarction, thyrotoxicosis, hypertension, lone atrial fibrillation that is idiopathic in 10% cases. Other causes of atrial fibrillation are atrial septal defect, chronic constrictive pericarditis, acute pericarditis, cardiomyopathy, myocarditis, sick sinus syndrome, acute chest infection that is pneumonia, thoracic surgery, electrolyte imbalance that is hypokalemia, hyponatremia, alcohol. First three causes always top of the list, that is chronic rheumatic heart disease, coronary artery disease and thyrotoxicosis. If the patient is young, what are the causes of atrial fibrillation? As follows: chronic rheumatic heart disease with valvular lesions, commonly mitral stenosis, thyrotoxicosis. Others: atrial septal defect, acute pericarditis, myocarditis, acute chest infection, pneumonia. If the patient is elderly, what are the causes of atrial fibrillation? The causes are coronary artery disease, commonly myocardial infarction, thyrotoxicosis, hypertension, lone atrial fibrillation, idiopathic in 10% cases. Others, see above, unusual or less in chronic rheumatic heart disease. What are the causes of temporary atrial fibrillation? The causes are acute myocardial infarction, myocarditis due to any cause, pneumonia, electrolyte imbalance. What are the complications of atrial fibrillation? The complications are systemic and pulmonary embolism, systemic from left atrium and pulmonary from right atrium, and heart failure. Now, what is lone atrial fibrillation? Lone atrial fibrillation means atrial fibrillation without any cause. 50% patients with paroxysmal atrial fibrillation and 20% with persistent or permanent atrial fibrillation have no cause and the heart is normal. Lone atrial fibrillation usually occurs below 60 years of age. It may be intermittent, later may become permanent. Prognosis: low risk of cardiovascular disease, that is 0.5% per year. Usually lifespan is normal. Now, what are the history would you like to take in atrial fibrillation? I would like to take the history of rheumatic fever, ischemic heart disease, history of thyrotoxicosis, other history of any disease according to cause. What are the clinical findings of atrial fibrillation? The findings are as follows: pulse is irregular in rhythm and volume, blood pressure may be hypertensive, examination of the heart rate to see pulsus deficit, mitral, valvular or other cardiac disease, thyroid status, warm, sweaty hands, tremor, tachycardia, exophthalmos, thyroid gland size. If a patient with atrial fibrillation is unconscious, what is the likely cause? Cerebral embolism, usually with right-sided hemiplegia. How to treat atrial fibrillation? Aim of treatment is as follows: control of heart rate, restoration of sinus rhythm and prevention of recurrence, treatment of primary cause. Now, treatment according to the type. for paroxysmal atrial fibrillation. If asymptomatic, does not require any treatment, follow up the case. If troublesome symptoms are present, then we use beta blocker or flecainide or propafenone may be given. Amiodarone may be effective also. If bradycardia is present in a sinoatrial disease, permanent atrial pacing. In some intractable causes, radiofrequency ablation may be required. Persistent atrial fibrillation, control of heart rate by beta blocker, calcium channel blocker, that is verapamil, flecainide, amiodarone may be used. DC cardioversion may be done safely. It may be repeated if relapse occurs. Concomitant use of beta blocker or amiodarone may be used to prevent recurrence. What is permanent atrial treatment of permanent atrial fibrillation? Control of heart rate by digoxin, beta blocker, calcium channel blocker, that is verapamil or diltiazem may be used. In some cases, transvenous radiofrequency ablation may be done. Transvenous radiofrequency ablation may be done. It induces complete heart block, so permanent pacemaker should be given. What is the role of anticoagulant in atrial fibrillation? Anticoagulation is indicated with atrial fibrillation having one of the following major or two moderate risk factors. Major risk factors are rheumatic mitral valve disease, prior history of cerebrovascular accident or TIA, age more than 75 years, hypertension, prosthetic heart valve, coronary artery disease with poor LV function. Moderate risk factors are age 65 to 75 years, coronary artery disease but normal LV function, diabetes mellitus. Other factors: left atrial enlargement, LV dysfunction due to any cause, evidence of atrial thrombus. Remember the following points. In lone atrial fibrillation, aspirin may be considered. Age less than 65 years and young with no structural heart disease, aspirin may be beneficial. The target INR following anticoagulation is 2 to 3. Thank you, friends.